Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in the book of Job. We are in chapter 24. It is the other half of Job's response to Eliphaz, his friend, who has laid sins out and told him to repent and be saved. And Job is still insisting he'll test like gold. He doesn't have any sins. He wants to talk to the manager, just the on high. Why does the Almighty not set times for judgment? Why must those who know him look in vain for such days? Men move boundary stones. They pasture flocks they have stolen. They drive away the orphan's donkey and take the widow's ox in pledge. They thrust the needy from the path and force all the poor of the land into hiding. Like wild donkeys in the desert, the poor go about their labor of foraging food. The wasteland provides food for their children. They gather fodder in the fields and glean in the vineyards of the wicked. Lacking clothing, they spend the night naked. They have nothing to cover themselves in the cold. They are drenched by mountain rains and hug the rocks for lack of shelter. The fatherless child is snatched from the breast. The infant of the poor is seized for debt. Like taking people's children as collateral like money. Lacking clothing, they go about naked. They carry the sheaves, but still go hungry. They crush olives among the terraces. C, footnote of C, or the olives between the millstones. The meaning for this in Hebrew, for this word is uncertain. They spread the winepress, yet suffer thirst. The groans of the dying rise from the city, and the souls of the wounded cry out for help. But God charges no one with wrongdoing. There are those who rebel against the light, who do not know its ways or stand in its paths. When daylight is gone, the murderer rises up and kills the poor and the needy. In the night, he steals forth like a thief. The eye of the adulterer watches for dusk, and he thinks no one will see me, and he keeps his face concealed. In the dark, men break into houses, but by day they shut themselves in. They want nothing to do with the light. For all of them, deep darkness is their mourning. Put in A, or them, their mourning is like the shadow of death. They make friends with the terrors of the darkness. Footnote of B, or with the shadows of death. Yet they are foam on the surface of the water. Their portion of the land is cursed, so that no one goes to the vineyards. As heat and drought snatch away the melted snow, so the grave, sea or Sheol, snatches away those who have sinned. The womb forgets them. The worm feasts on them. Evil men are no longer remembered, but are broken like a tree. They prey on the barren and childless woman, and to the widow show no kindness. But God drags away the mighty by his power. Though they become established, they have no assurance of life. He may let them rest in a feeling of security, but his eyes are on their ways. For a little while they are exalted, and then they are gone. They are brought low and gathered up like all the others. They are cut off like heads of grain. It is not so. If this is not so, seriously, if this is not so, who can prove me false and reduce my words to nothing? You know, he's really like, how come all the wicked? And he's demanding his friends defend how God doesn't punish the wicked who do these things. Yes, his friends are going to respond, and we are going to hear back from them. But this is going to, Job's going to get a tad bit long-winded and go on for many chapters without interruption. If you want to find out what his friends have to say in response to this, you are going to need to come back for the next video, friends.